we in a robe? I don't know.
It's midnight, that's why I'm in a robe.
It's Mother's Day, by the way.
Happy Mother's Day.
Thank you. It's a little seafood mukbang.
That's the funniest word in the world. What is it?
Mukbang. We just gonna eat this on camera. You know, I got a nice Mother's Day platter. Egg, shrimp, corn, sausage. I just want to talk about my labor and delivery. Just go more in depth because we couldn't record and I didn't get to tell the full story of everything that happened. I was like 41 weeks or whatever. I was scheduled to be induced February 25th. A day had passed. We survived the Texas snowstorm and all that. So we didn't have to drive on no icy roads or none of that. I'm trying to like just get into everything. We were waiting for days since I was scheduled to be induced on the 25th, but they didn't actually call me in until like the 27th. So they called us at like 6:30 a.m. I like hop up out the bed because I've been waiting for this call for like ever. This baby just in here cooking, not trying to come out. Period. I didn't even start eating.
We should tell them how you cook this food.
This is from Crab King. I'm not about to lie.
Everybody else is. How was your first Mother's Day?
It's good. It's cool. A nice additional holiday. But where was I? We rushed into the hospital, whatever. We should have ate. I always planned that I would go eat like IHOP before giving birth, but for some reason, I guess everything's so rushed and all that. And because you're being induced, you're not like at your own schedule. So I got there and they like, oh, you dehydrated. We can't find your veins. Like, you should have had some water. They don't tell you that. If you know you're about to get induced or whatever, you know you're about to give birth any day now. On the way to the hospital, get you some food and drink you some water.
Definitely get you some food. Because I was finna die.
Then the whole quarantine thing, you gotta check in the hospital. Every time you go in and out, have to have a mask all the time. Did I have a mask on during?
No, I think you're the only person that didn't.
Okay. Because they made me get, what is it? They made me get a COVID test the day before my scheduled induction. Negative, of course.
I seen your heartbeat. I did. When I walked in the room, I seen your rib cage, your heartbeat, your lungs. I could see like smooth through your body. It was weird. When they was giving you your C-section, I should have let me come in first and then start the C-section. I don't understand why they got like 10 minutes into the process and then let me walk in. Was that some kind of like mind trick? That was, I don't know.
Why would they have to?
That's why people faint. Now I be like, now I understand when they be like, don't faint. I be like, what? Why everybody say that?
Why would they have to take out, or like, why would you have to see like, what?
When I walked in the room, they had already started your C-section. And that little scar was like this big. I don't know how it wasn't that small when I seen it. It was way bigger than that.
It felt like my pelvis or whatever, but I don't like all of this. Was it out?
I don't know. In my mind, I think I just seen
just a lot of red and intestines. I skipped forward a lot. I hadn't been to the doctor in like 3 weeks. The weather, I couldn't make one appointment. I wasn't able to get my membrane swept. I wasn't dilated at all at like 38 weeks. So it was just like, I wasn't going to the hospital anytime soon or whatever. Anyway, so I get to the hospital, they put the balloon of my vagina. I'm funny. Then I got to maybe like, I want to say 4 centimeters, 3-4 centimeters with the balloon. That took like 4 hours. They started giving me the drugs and all that.
I don't know how you not eating nothing.
That's so funny. It's a mukbang. I'm not eating. Gave me fentanyl. It didn't knock me out. I wish it did, but no. It was just a whole lot of waiting for me to dilate.
I just got a question.
What?
After going through that, how could you want to have another baby? I would think a woman would never want to go through that again. from the angle I was watching. If men had kids,
Oh, I guess I didn't see it. That's one. Hopefully the next time I'll be like, I guess I'll know what to expect for it.
I don't know, Jay.
Maybe the next one I'll actually get to have a vaginal birth. Fast forward some hours. I was in that labor like 16 hours, just trying to have a vaginal birth. This is just all over the place. I'm sorry, guys. They couldn't find my veins. I wasn't dilated. I threw up. I think that was a reaction to some, probably the epidural.
What's the egg about?
People just be doing hard-boiled eggs.
Why they just don't do deviled eggs?
I don't even know what deviled eggs are like that.
I think the eggs cut in half.
My family ain't do them like that, so I don't even know. It's so over the place, but whatever, bear with me. What's the most dramatic part?
I already talked about it.
Nah, I mean, bitch, like what led up to that? Baby girl was not having it. She's a big girl. She's 21 inches. I think that was probably like, and she had a big head. Anyway, her cord was wrapped around her neck, which I don't think is that big of a deal, but it's still a little mini factor. They were trying to turn her and stuff, and she was just not budging.
Mukbang.
Mukbang. At what time did all them people start coming in the room?
That was like 4 in the morning.
She was born at 3.
Oh. That was like.
Bye.
That was probably the.
I want to say that was like, it started like 8, 9.
It was all a blur.
Yeah, and it was just like, why are these people in here looking at my monitor? And the one lady's like, you gonna have to have a C-section. I'm like, I don't want one. And I'm just like holding out like the whole night pretty much until 2 a.m. I was like looking at positive affirmation videos.
We was there like a good.
We got there at 8.
We was there a good 12, 14 hours before anything even really kicked off.
Yeah.
She came out, her head was big, she was light skinned, she was whining.
I just know I was like freaking out, crying the whole surgery, and then you like walked in, you were like, are you okay? I'm like, I'm okay.
I didn't know if it was you on the table or the baby on the table. I couldn't tell who from who.
What does that even mean? You got to be the first person she saw and held and all that.
She wasn't even crying. Her eyes was open. She was watching everything.
That's crazy. I don't even know. But continue.
Then I took her.
The cord part? Is that why they?
Yep.
Well, that's why she was quiet.
They ain't let me do the cord part.
Because it was wrapped around her neck.
All they had to do was unwrap it.
A lot of stuff didn't go as planned.
And then you get a steak at the end. That's some bullshit ass steak, but it's free.
I think it was COVID. On the pictures, I looked at reviews from the hospital. It was like a full cake for your celebratory dinner. It was like, we got like a little cheesecake. Tiny. Yeah, crying the whole surgery.
That's why I asked you, was you okay?
Cause it's like I felt the stuff, and I'm just like, I want to be knocked out. Like,
you should have told them to give you some more of that work.
But then you don't want to be like,
shit, I would have been in that house like, hey. And then the little lady was so cool. She was giving you everything you was asking for.
The anesthesiologist.
You should have whispered in her ear, bring me the good stuff.
I guess. You find out an hour ago you about to have a C-section. Cause your little girl just not having it.
Cause her head too big.
Don't do that.
I wonder who she get that from. You ain't feel none of that shit.
Yeah, I felt it. I was just like, why the fuck do I feel this?
I bet you if you saw it, you would have died. You'd have just passed out.
Definitely. I don't even like seeing blood.
I ain't never seen no shit like that in my life.
I'm gonna have to watch one like on the internet and just be like,
It's breathtaking.
Like some let's play game shit. Like, I'm gonna strap you down and get a chainsaw or whatever and cut you open, but she'll get your child. You just waiting to hear the cry.
I wonder do they still spank babies? Cause she wasn't really crying, but her eyes was open.
Anything else you could tell me about the first moment?
It's like, it's a real heartfelt experience. Time kind of slows down. And then right when the nurse says something to you, you snap out of it back to reality. Then I had my fresh outfit on, you feel me? Feeling like I perfects an X in that bitch.
She got to be with her daddy. We got to the recovery room.
I slept on a chair. A folded lawn chair. For 3 days.
That was tough. I was so sore. And then you like holding this heavy baby. You just had surgery. You can't move. There's so many times I got stuck with her in my arms and he'd be like gone to get food or something or to sleep, and I'd just be like in the hospital bed just crooked with her and just no muscle or whatever, no ab movement I could do. I can't imagine having to go home like alone with a C-section. You literally can't move. Any type of ab movement is over. So she'd be like crying. I'd like have to keep her in the bed, but you can't drop her or nothing. So I had these pillows propped up so goofy. My arm hurt so bad after leaving the hospital. But I got some new muscles, I guess. I don't know. She was so hungry, so demanding those first few days, but she got easier. I think that was better in the end because it was just like now she seems chill opposed to other babies. They're like sleepy and they don't open their eyes and all that, and they just sleep the whole time. She was just like, feed me. It was October 28th when we found out she was a girl, and that's when we came home. I read out the girl names that I picked out, and he was just hating all the names I picked. And then we got to Zyla and he was like, wait, say that again, how you spell that? So I just liked that it was like a little different. It's not common to see names with an X. What made you like the name Zyla?
I don't know nobody named Zyla.
That part.
That food slap though.
It's pretty good.
The first day home, by far the worst day.
Yeah.
Of this whole baby journey.
Really? I guess that first week. I wanted to record like the first day with the newborn, the first month, but it was just so much going on, child.
She ain't never cried how she cried the first day home.
Like, what is this shit?
She cried for a good hour.
I mean, at that point, to me, it was just like, this hurt.
I can see if she done it again since that, though. Since she don't cry like that, I just knew that was a really bad, hard day for her. Yeah, I probably gave her a headache.
I know, it was just like, she just gotta get used to everything. It's been a traumatic week for you, girl. I get it. Oh, no.
Sing, let me hear you sing.
Is that a copyright?
Oh, you're from smacking. But
that's the point.
Slapping.
That's the point.
Thanks for eating dinners with us.
I hope y'all had a good Mother's Day. Shout out to all the mamas. Cool to be one. Thanks for making me a mommy.
Thanks for letting me make you a mommy.
Anyway, bye. I can't. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. I'm watching. You better do it.
They're not sponsoring you.
This is how you get it. Oh, she likes margaritas?
She'll bust it down. La Marita? They're not sponsoring us. What? We can't be showing products that don't sponsor us.
Versace. We have spoken.
Facts.
Stop.
Bro, I would be the best.